We move on to talk about the next class of food, which is the mineral salts. Mineral salts. This is in a tabular form. This is in a tabular form. So we have the first mineral, calcium. Where do we get calcium? Milk. We get it from egg. We get it from fish. So what are the functions of calcium? It's responsible for bone and teeth formation. It's also responsible for blood clotting, that is the clotting of blood. The normal functioning of the heart. Calcium is good for that. It also helps in the nervous system and in the muscles. So what deficiency does calcium have? That is when calcium is not in the body, is absent or is not enough. What are the repercussions? First is rickets, the curving of the leg, the bones of the leg. Then we have osteomalacia, then tooth decay. Then the next mineral salt is phosphorus. Where can we get phosphorus? Which food can supply phosphorus? We have your milk, cheese, egg, wheat, fish. You can get phosphorus from this food. Then what is their function? They also function in the development of the bones and the teeth. Then they form part of the DNA and RNA. Also, they are responsible for respiration. The deficiency of phosphorus also is, as we have in calcium, we have rickets, osteomalacia, and tooth decay. The next mineral source that we'll be talking about is the magnesium. Where do we get magnesium from? From which food sources? We have vegetables. We can get magnesium also from milk. And the function of magnesium is for muscle contraction. The deficiency, we have nervous disorder. When it is lacking in the body, when magnesium is lacking in the body, you have nervous disorder. Then the next mineral salt that we're talking about is potassium. And you find potassium in fruits, generally fruits, your banana, oranges, carrots, and the likes. Then what function does potassium have? We have in the functioning of the muscle. Then transmission of impulses, that's the nervous system. Impulses being transmitted. It helps in that. So when potassium is deficient in the body, it results in something called muscle paralysis. That is, you don't really feel, the muscle is paralyzed, it's not active, not functioning, you don't feel life in the muscle any longer. Then the next mineral source that we're talking about is sulfur. Sources of sulfur, we have beans, fish, egg, then vitamin B1. Then deficiency of sulfur, we have poor growth. When sulfur is not enough or is absent in the body, there is poor growth. The next mineral salt is sodium chloride, and it is found in our table salts, fish, and our fruits. Also, it is responsible for transmission of nerve impulses, maintenance of osmotic balance of the cell. And the deficiency of sodium chloride, we have dehydration. Then there is what we call the muscle cramp when there is deficiency of sodium chloride. Also, another mineral salt is iron. Sources of iron, we have egg, liver, kidneys, and beans. And iron is responsible for the formation of hemoglobin in the red blood cells. It helps the production of red blood cells by the formation of hemoglobin. Then deficiency is what we call anemia, that's blood shortage. The next mineral salt is iodine, and it's majorly found in seafood generally. Then it is needed by the thyroid gland to make tyrosine. That's a hormone formed in the neck. And the deficiency is goiter. There's a swelling of the neck, that's goiter. Then the next mineral salts, you have manganese. Sources of manganese, you have egg, meat, and milk. It is responsible for normal growth. it acts as cofactors in some enzymatic reaction. Then deficiency of manganese is stunted growth. Copper is the last mineral source that we'll be talking about, and the sources are egg. You find it in milk, meat, and your vegetables. They catalyze the use of iron. Copper catalyzes the uses of iron. Then it is for respiration in aerobic organisms. And deficiency of copper, you have anemia, that is shortage of blood. The next class of food that we'll be talking about is the vitamins. Vitamins are organic food substances that are needed in small quantities for healthy growth and development. They are needed in small quantities, and vitamins are not energy-giving food. They are just for healthy growth and development. The most important vitamins are the vitamins A, B, C, D, E, and K. Vitamin A, B, C, D, E, and K. Vitamin B comprises of many vitamins. Hence, we call it the vitamin B complex. There are B1, B2, B12, B10, and the rest. So that's why we call it vitamin B complex. Then vitamins are grouped into two main classes, and they are fat-soluble vitamins and water-soluble vitamins. Fat-soluble vitamins are vitamins that are soluble only in fat, and the examples are vitamins A, D, E, K. Fat-soluble vitamins, ADEK. I call them ADEK so that you can easily remember A, D, E, K. ADEK. Then water-soluble vitamins, they are the vitamins that are only soluble in water, and we have them as vitamin B complex and vitamin C. Vitamin B complex and C. So you know it's easy, you can easily differentiate them. Water soluble, vitamin B complex and C, while the fat soluble, ADEK, vitamin A, D, E, K. Then we have this table that is a summary of the vitamins, the sources, the functions, and their deficiency. So vitamin A, which is also called retinol, you can find vitamin A in liver, you can find it in egg, in fish, milk, vegetables, and in palm oil. And their function is for normal growth and then for vision, sight. So normal growth and vision. And when they are deficient in the body, that is when they are not available, the person develops what is called night blindness and reduced resistance to diseases. The body of the person cannot fight disease as it should. Then the next vitamin is vitamin B1, that is called thiamine. And you can find thiamine in yeast, milk, beans, and palm wine. Functions of vitamin B1, that is thiamine, it functions helps body in normal growth, then in the functioning of the heart, then in nervous system, in the nervous coordination of the body. And examples of the deficiency when thiamine is not present in the body, you have what is called beriberi, that is a condition that is due to the loss of appetite. Then it leads to loss of weight, tiredness, and paralysis. So when there is deficiency of vitamin B1. Then the next vitamin is vitamin B2, that's riboflavin. You can find it in yeast. You can also find it in soybeans. Then it is responsible for growth and healthy skin. Growth and healthy skin. You can also find vitamin B2 in milk. You can find it in your egg and also in vegetables. The deficiency of riboflavin, that is vitamin B2, is slow growth, then dermatitis, that is skin disease. Then you discover that the vision is affected too. Then the next vitamin we'll be talking about is vitamin B3, that's niacin. And the sources of niacin, we have yeast, we have beans, milk, palm wine, yam, and vegetable. And niacin is responsible for cellular respiration. Also, the deficiency of Niacin, we find it in pellagra, that is a skin disease. Then it also leads to digestive problems. The food taken cannot be easily digested. Also, the next vitamin that I'm talking about is vitamin B12. That's the cyacobalamine vitamin B12, and you find it in kidney, in the liver, in fish, and in milk. It is responsible for the formation of the red blood cells, and the deficiency, it leads to anemia, that is loss of blood or reduction in the production of blood in the body. Then the next vitamin is vitamin C, that's the ascorbic acid. You find it in fresh fruits, in oranges, then in your vegetables, that's ascorbic acid. It aids wound healing and helps to resist infection. Ascorbic acid helps in wound healing and helps to resist infection. And deficiency of vitamin C, you have scurvy, that is bleeding gum, that is the gum of the teeth. Then poor wound healing. Wounds don't heal easily when you lack vitamin C. Then the body has low resistance to infection. The next vitamin